Hanuman ji. Yesterday we saw in the Hanuman Havan program happened at BKC. It was one of the unique programs in the world, first of its kind, with 286 Havan Kund, 5,000 people approximately, and everything went on so smoothly in that scale. 500 volunteers, 300 pujaris, and all the work was done by the volunteers like us as Seva. So we can see when we do Hanumanji's work or we pray to Hanumanji, to what scale Hanumanji takes the program. Yesterday we also came to know that in Andhra Pradesh they did Hanuman Chalisa chanting, as this is a 75th year of celebration of Chinmaya movement. There were 1 lakh people who chanted. 1 lakh. So you can imagine Chinmaya mission gives us opportunity to do seva. There are 3 S we must do every day. Swadhyaya. Some people only do Swadhyaya only. Some reading of Bhagavad Gita, some scripture, Upanishad, Hanuman Chalisa. Then sadhana. Some sadhana we must do second S. Some japa, some puja, some meditation every day. That is sadhana. Sadhana is repetition. And the third is seva, that comes last as a bhava. Seva bhav comes in last, because otherwise the bhav is different. It is a bhava which comes at. As Guruji says, the highest seva when one gives life for God, like Hanumanji. We give only some time and say, I am a spiritual sadhak. But highest seva, what Guruji says, like people like Guruji, they have given life for God and Guru seva, entire life only. And then Tukaram Maharaj says the joy in that is so high that Hanumanji mentioned that I don't want to go to your Vaikuntha, I would like to stay here. Tukaram Maharaj says, Nalage Mukti Sampada. Some people are seeking moksha. I don't want birth and death again and again, but they are not understanding that the joy of having satsanga, the joy of serving is much higher. So Swadhyaya, sadhana and seva, this must go together. Only Swadhyaya will not help, it will create abhiman. Only sadhana if I do without understanding, it will create rigidity. And only seva if I do without understanding the knowledge and doing some sadhana, it will be directionless, not have that kind of purity, clarity as such. So with that background, we will start today's session. Let us sit straight, head, neck, backbone straight. Let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past. Anubhava nema nivrutti parama. Anubhava is secondary. What is important is learning and withdrawing. Let us withdraw our mind from all future anxieties, present tensions and confusions. Those who are believers of God, they have no worry. Those who are having faith on God, they don't worry much. Let us invoke God's grace, Guru Parampara's blessings. Next verse, we will see that both are required, self-effort and grace, for any result and success. What is self-effort? What is grace? That we will see when that chaupai comes. Let us chant together. ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। हरि ओम।
Hari Om to all. Thank you, Manisha. So this prayer, what Manisha chanted, is in this book by Guruji, Swami Tejo Maninder. Also, sometimes those who want to chant this prayer, I would invite that you let me know earlier in advance. We can start with your chanting and this prayer also, because this prayer many people are not familiar with of Hanumanji. So there are two types of people, one who are kings and others are king makers. So we saw Chanakya. In today's corporate language, there are mentors and coaches. So we saw in the last two verses, Tuma upakara Sugrivahi kina, Rama milaya rajapadadina. So he made Sugriv the king of Kishkinda by ensuring that he meets the right person, Rama. Tomorrow mantra vibhishana mana, Lankeshwara bhaya sab jaga jana. So again, second person whom he ensured that Vibhishanji meets Lord Rama, and then when the war was over, Vibhishanji got, or Lord Rama gave him the Rajya, he became the king. So who was instrumental in doing this? Hanumanji. Because he convinced, he influenced, he coached both of them and gave them the mantra of bhakti, jnana, and then ensured they meet Lord Rama. And once they met, both of them met Lord Rama, then the job was done. So these were the two verses, and the topic what we saw was these two. So what is our learning? You might say, no, no, how this is only about Hanumanji. But what I can do here, I cannot make another person king. Now I am retired also. But then that is a very important point, that what is our learning from this Hanuman Chalisa verses and the current topic, what is going on, what we can contribute to people. And there is no age for this. Many people have this feeling that I've got this knowledge late. Now what can I do? We can definitely do this following thing. So we will start with that and go to the next mantra, next verse. So here, तुम उपकार सुग्रीवई कीना, राम मिलाय राजपद दीना, तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना. So both of them, he ensured that he got both of them in contact with the right person. So what we can do, like Hanumanji, what qualities we can develop, and there is no age for this. Right now also we can do it sitting in our home. First, whenever we meet people, whenever we have conversations with people, whenever we are discussing in gatherings and meetings, from today we can resolve that as far as possible, we will bring Bhagwan into other person's life. We will not talk about Russia-Ukraine war and what is happening with Ajit Pawar's air crash. And okay, if we have knowledge and studied maybe for 1-2 minutes, but we will have to see that how Bhagwan can come into other person's life. If somebody says, I have a problem, or I'm having sadness and anger and all, we can say, okay, do this japa and this sadness will go down. If you do this japa, your anger will be reduced. So somewhere when we start talking about Bhagwan's stories, then Bhagwan comes into other person's life. And we can pray to Hanumanji and do it. Like, as you did, give me power to do that and it will happen. But that must be my resolve. Two things. I must reduce other gossip and focus in our conversation. How will we increase love for God in other person's mind? And you can devise your own strategy. Second, we can bring bhakti into another person's mind. How to do? We can talk about our bhakti, how it helped me, how this love for God can, solve so many problems in our day-to-day life. So somewhere we must think on these lines, and then if we are learning Hanuman Chalisa, we must also bring these transformations in our life. Somewhere we have to divert the topic to Vedanta. Somewhere we must divert the topic to Bhagwan's stories. And we all know Ram, Krishna's stories. Bringing jnana, recognition and understanding in other person's life. If some death happens, we can go there and chant 15th chapter and say that, okay, in 1 minute, we will see what is the significance of this life, what is rebirth. And then people will come back to this jnana. So, three things. Jnana, bhakti and Bhagwan's presence, we must strive to bring in other people's life. That is what is a sevak does of Bhagwan. That is what Hanumanji did. So not only chanting Hanuman Chalisa, but we must ask, okay, Bhagwan, I want to do this till my last breath. I want to spread your knowledge, your glories, your stories. And for that, first thing what I have to do, I have to stop my story. Very interestingly, yesterday itself, I was listening with every sadness or hurt. There is a story attached of ourselves, and we give too much significance to that story. And that can only go away when we start talking about Bhagwan stories and glories. Surrender we can bring to higher leveled in people of minus and I-ness. Bhagwan went to, Lord Krishna went to Hastinapur and there told in entire Sabha that please do not get into this war. Give them, 5 villages, but Duryodhan refused. And he told, okay, you catch this Mayavi. This person is a Mayavi, you catch him and put him in jail. Bhagwan laughed and, okay, you catch me, put me in jail and try this. And then Bhagwan showed his Vishwasarup. Vishwarup to Duryodhan. First, Arjun was not there. but Duryodhan did recognize. So we can try our best that who am I? How do we know we are hungry? If somebody says that I am angry, how do you know you are angry? No, I know that I am angry. So the knower of anger has to be different. That way, slowly, we can bring the change. This must be our vision, mission, motto, contribution. Surrender to Bhagwan means what exactly? Many people say, I have surrendered to Bhagwan, I have surrendered to Bhagwan. Bhaga means opulence, splendor, and Vana means what? One who is a possessor of it, one who has it. So when we say Bhagwan means it is a technical word in Sanskrit. Bhaga means opulence, splendor. And there are six bhagas what Bhagwan has. And suppose we now listen to this very interestingly, understand this. This is what we want. Because we are Mamai Vansho Jiva Lake, because we are Ansha of Bhagwan, we want these six things only in life. Suppose we ask, what do I want in life? These are the six things unknowingly I wanted. Six bhagas are what? Aishwarya. Why do we go to school, college and do job? We want wealth. Lordship. Aishwarya means lordship. Ruler. Ishwara. Dharma. Righteousness. Yasha. Success. Shri. Prosperity. Jnana. Knowledge. And Vairagya. Renunciation. These are the six bhagas what Bhagwan has in infinite quantity. And when we are seeking, when we are ask ourselves, we are actually seeking either of them in alpa proportion. And Bhagavan is having in infinite proportion. So, Ahamatma Gudakesha, when we get Bhagavan, then we get all these qualities of Bhagavan. Aishwarya, Dharma, Yasha, Shri, Jnana and Vairagya. Vairagya final, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, finally Bhagavan dissolves his entire universe. Doesn't get attached to it. So we must also have capacity to dissolve everything what we have created. Whatever I have created, I must have dispassion to dissolve it. So that was last two verses. Huh? So today we will take the 18th verse. Juga sahastra jo jana parabhanu lilyo tahi madhura phala janu. Juga sahastra jo jana parabhanu lilyo tahi madhura phala janu. Means you leaped quite easily when you were 3-year old, 2-year old, 1-year old. At the sun who is 1,000 miles away, Juga Sahasra, thinking that it is a sweet fruit. That is a meaning, literal meaning. Juga Sahasra Jojana means you leaped without knowing that the sun is 1,000 miles away when you are only 1-year old, 2-year old, 3-year old. Just thinking that it is a fruit to eat and you are hungry. So what are the symbolic meanings of this? This is literal meaning. And we all know that story that when Hanumanji was very small, he was so powerful, so mischievous, so much strength he had that he just saw the sun in the early morning and he thought, I want to eat that apple, and he jumped. But what are symbolic meanings? Very interesting meanings. What is the meaning through nature? Very interesting meaning. In nature, 5 elements are there: earth, air, fire, water, space. And the wind is the cause of fire, and wind can put off the fire. Without oxygen, the fire cannot burn. And then wind can put off the fire. So wind can swallow the fire. So Hanumanji can swallow sun, because sun is a symbolic representation of fire and Hanumanji is wind. So wind can swallow the fire. Very interesting meaning, implication what Guruji has given in the book. Symbolic meaning, Hanumanji can swallow the sun. So he went for swallowing the sun. Because without wind, the fire cannot burn without oxygen. Transactional meaning, child qualities are there. What are the child qualities? So today, one homework for all of us. Some people think, no, I'm old now. What can I do? I'm a grandmother, grandfather. Today you see your 5-year-old photograph, how you are looking. Somewhere you will find in the album. What are the child qualities? Purity. The children are so innocent, so pure. That's the reason they are so joyous. Don't look at your grandchildren or children. Look at your photo, how you were looking and how you are looking now. Where is that purity gone? Where is that innocence gone? No, no. So God had given with you with that purity and innocence. You have lost it. Trust on parents. Today we don't trust anybody. So much fear people have while walking, transacting. Mischievousness. Some people are so serious in life. They are not sincere. They are serious. At least today, drop seriousness because you were born with trust, purity, no inhibition. Just if you tell the child jump, the child will jump. If you tell the child, okay, pick up this and eat, the child will pick up and eat. Oh, climb that, no, I don't want to do. Now, what the 100 things people, while leaving house also, they are so worried some gas will be open, light will be open. I have not taken this, I have not. So much worry. Vruddhastavat chinta sakta. Shankaracharya says the moment you think that you are worrying, you have become old. Age is not dependent on your body. The mind age, what is the age of the mind? If you are worrying too much, if you have no mischief in your eyes, if you have no purity and innocence, no inhibitions, then I am still childlike, not childish. All these qualities we were born, where have we lost it? Bhagavan says, see, I gave you such a beautiful body, such a pure mind, such a curious intellect, and you have become this intellect, no inquiry. When we meet Swamiji or anybody who has knowledge, we talk about our own life, our own family. The Swamiji is having Jnana, Vairagya, Bhakti. उसके बारे में एक भी क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछते. The sadhak must be full of 100 questions. Even if I know, I can cross-check with them. No, no, this problem, that problem only I share. So purity, trust, mischievousness, no inhibition and curiosity and so many questions. This we were born with. You can see your 5-year-old photograph and remember, and then today become a child like. And what is parent like? Not you, but what is typical parent? Typical parent is like Indra, Bhagwan. When the child is asking question or shouting, don't shout, and the parent is shouting. So what Indra Bhagwan did? Shut up with thunderbolt. And that's what we tell children, shut up. And the parent itself shout. The child is wondering, you are only shouting on me and say you don't shout. You are only telling me shut up and then you want me to be curious. Suppose I pick up some chandi or something from the ground. Oh, don't pick up, it is dirty. Oh, don't run, you don't run fast, you will fall down. And the same parents want the children to come first in the race. The same parents want children to be creative. What a tragedy of parents. Actually, parents before getting married and before having children must go through parenting classes properly. What is the duty of the parent and how I can be an ideal parent, good parent. Be a good boy, bad boy. That is the worst thing parents can do for children. बेचारा बच्चे को पता ही नहीं what is goodness and what is badness. Be a good boy, be a good boy, be a good boy. The बच्चा सोचता है I am a bad boy. If you do this, you are a good boy. If you don't do this, you are a bad boy. If you do this, good, bad, without knowing scripture, this good boy, good girl, bad girl really spoils the boys and girls when they are young age psychologically because they don't understand what is good, what is sadhu, what is asadhu, what are the qualities of Bhagavad Gita. You teach them, none of the qualities are, we teach them and then say good boy, bad boy. So parent qualities, shut up. So Indra, without asking Hanuman, just put thunderbolt and then that Hanuman, his chin was broken, his man was broken. No apaman, no abhiman. That is Hanuman. अपने को इतना अभिमान है और इतना अपमान होता है थोड़ा किसने कुछ बोल दिया इन अ टीम इन लार्ज गैदरिंग अपमान थोड़ा किसने चढ़ा दिया बहुत अभिमान सो व्हाट इज द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ हनुमान नो मान ऑफ हिमसेल्फ ही विल गेट एंग्री इफ यू टेल समथिंग अबाउट श्री राम अभी तो इधर पीपल टॉक अबाउट अवर भारत कंट्री वी डोंट फील एनीथिंग पीपल टॉक बैड अबाउट हिंदू कल्चर वी डोंट फील एनीथिंग भगवान विल टेक केयर पीपल टॉक अबाउट समथिंग अबाउट अवर Bhagavad Gita video. Suppose somebody says something about me, I get angry. What a tragedy. So when to fight, when to forgive? If anybody criticizes Hindu culture, our dharma, our parents, our nation, should fight. If somebody says anything bad about me, forgive. We do exactly opposite. Scientific symbolism. Juga means yuga. Sahastra means thousand. And one yojan means 8 miles. So there are 4 yugas. Satya Yug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, Kali Yug right now going on. Kali Yug is 4,32,000 years as per Bhagavad. Dwapar Yug is double of Kali Yug. Treta Yuga, in which Sri Ramji was there, it is 3 times of Kali Yuga into 3. And Satya Yuga was 4 times of Kali Yuga. Now only 5,000 years are over. People say, no, no, Kali Yuga has started. Kali Yuga is like the, no, no, still Dwapar Yuga only. Influence is there. Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years, only 5,000. Let us not blame the Yuga. In all Yugas, wars happened. Spiritual, son, aim for the highest. This is very inspiring. When I want to have a goal, I will goal and aim for the highest. So Hanumanji just leaped. Whether I will get or no, I do not know. I want to go for the highest. Goal achievement becomes more interesting when we strive for it, we grow, as Gurudev says, with inspiration and effort. So these are the symbolic meanings of Juga Sahastra Jo Jana Parabhanu Lilyo Tahi Madhura Phala Janu. Madhura Phala Janu means we must have a high spiritual goal, high financial goal, high relationship goal. Every year we must say, okay, every month I will have a nice, good friend, Satsangi friend. Because teamwork is the best way to reduce ego. Best place to reduce ego is team. When you work in a team, we understand people don't agree with us, people put us down. That is where the ego comes up. Prabhuputrika meli mukamahi jaladi langi gaye acharaj nahi. So now very interesting topic is coming. Prabhuputrika meli mukamahi. Hanumanji held the ring which he got. They were all sitting now. Mahindra Parvat. And then everyone was discussing where is Sita Mataji. Then Sampat, who is Jatayu's brother, sitting there. He told, I saw Ravan taking Sita to Lanka. So now he got information. So our Sampati is the CID who was watching. Sitting there, he had no wings because his wings had destroyed when he was protecting Jatayu. Another story says his wings got lost when he fought with Ravan. Definitely both are valid. But he was sitting there waiting for this Vanar Sena to come, and then the Vanar Sena became overjoyed that now we know where is Sitaji. But then there is a ocean coming in between. And then we saw Jambuvanji reminded him, and then the ring was given, not to Angad. Angad was the leader. But ring was given to Hanumanji, and Hanumanji jumped from that Mahindra Parvat. Now we will see what is this verse I normally take in most of the corporate program, college programs. Information by Sampati that Sitaji's Lanka ocean is 100 yojan now. Who will cross? All the Vanar Sena was now wondering because they told I can jump for 2 miles, 1 mile, half kilometer. Angad told I can go, I cannot come back. Hanumanji was keeping quiet when Jambuvanji told you can. Then he realized his powers and then took the ring. So very important one. Hanumanji kept the ring in the mouth. That means Lord's name must be there in our mukha. What is the mission now? Cross over the ocean and find Sitaji. So we must have a big vision in life. When we get up in the morning, what is the vision we have? No, I have to cook breakfast, then go to the doctor, then take medicine, have lunch, and then go for a walk and come back and sleep. That cannot be a big vision. Higher vision we must have. Okay, in this life, how many years I have got? What is my age? I will go for it with Lord's name. Let us see what happens. Prabhu Mudrika Meli Mukumai. Jaladi Langi Gai Acharajanai. Just took that leap. You might say, no, no, he's Hanumanji is having strength. But when Lord's name is there, strength will come. Yesterday we saw in the program what a mammoth program happened in BKC. Seemed impossible in 3 days. The entire two huge campuses were set up. Havan Kundan, 300 Panditjis, so much samagri required, so many resources required, it all came in place. And those who attended, they told, wow, what a meticulous planning, clean, neat, glorious. Because the inspiration was Hanumanji. So it cannot be small. The vision, what is the vision? Give the Ram Mudrika and the two messages to Sita ji. That was the vision. And what are the two messages Ramji told? Tell her about my viraha, that every moment I am spending in pain. And second, assure her by giving this Ram Mudrika that I am coming. Two things, very important ones. Ramji told two sentences to Hanumanji, not all. And Hanumanji exactly gave those two messages. We must also learn how to communicate to people what scriptures say. This is what Ram said, Sri Lord Ram said. This is what Krishna said to Arjun in Bhagavad Gita. Exactly, not add our own colors to it. Success formula, clear, higher, noble vision plus efficient action. So vision plus action is equal to transformation. Vision minus action is equal to imagination. And action minus vision is confusion. Three sentences I said. Vision plus action is equal to transformation of a person. Vision minus action, imagination. I am only imagining. In my mind only, no action. And action minus vision, all confusion only. Directionless efforts. Success formula in life. Prabhu Mutrika Melimikumai, importance of japa I will take in the next session. Lord's name must be there in our mouth. Mara, 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 Mara. Ratnakar started. It became Ram. He started with Mara. Became Valmiki. So next session we will take first 5 minutes on science and importance of japa. Hanumanji inside was chanting Ram Mudrika, kept in the mouth, means not only chewing that. He was chanting Ram's name and then he leaped for his goal. What is the ocean he crossed? Jaladi langi gai acharajanai. Samsara with obstacle. This samsara is with obstacle. Samsara means that which keeps on revolving again and again, again and again, again and again. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, again school, again college, again another family, another children, another grandchildren, another obstacle, this problem, again punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Lots of obstacles in this. So Hanumanji crossed over four. What are the four obstacles to learn from us? What will be the first obstacle which will come in our life? Temptations. So first when it took leap from Mahindra Parvat, Mandar Parvat there, first one came Mainak Parvat. Mainak Parvat, Mainak was Himalaya's son. And earlier days, earlier in that yuga, the mountains used to fly. But they were doing a lot of mischief. When a yajna is going on, they will fly over it. The yajna fire will go off. They will suddenly go and settle on a village. All people will die. So Indra Bhagwan told, okay, you will not fly from henceforth. So then mountains became settled. But he was Himalaya's son. So he was under the sea. And it was a 7-star resort. So Mainak Parvat came up and he told, please come and settle on my, for just rest here for some time, have some comfort. From here to Pune also we wait in the mall and eat something. Hanumanji told, no, I will just touch you, thank you very much, and I will leave because Atura and Chatur. Ramji was Atur to accomplish the goal. We have suppose a goal of moksha. We have a goal of seva, then that only comes in my mind, no comfort. So temptations can be overcome by clarity of goal. Only when we are clear about our goal of life, goals in life, otherwise half of the life goes into temptation only. ये देखना है, वो करना है, ये bucket list and the goal goes Even simple goal of reducing our weight and remaining fit by eating proper food, exercise and sunlight and sleep. It's also an important goal to keep. Surasa was the next. When he was flying, Surasa was a snake and she had the power. No, Surasa was a crocodile. And she told, you have to come in my mouth and go because nobody can escape this. That is the power I have got. If you want to cross this ocean, you have to enter my mouth and I will eat you. So Hanumanji didn't use his power. He became so small. No, initially became big, 1 mile, and then Sursa's mouth also became 1 mile. He became 10 mile. He became 100 miles. Very interestingly, 800 miles. 800 miles he opened his mouth. The Sursa also opened that much mouth. And then suddenly he went inside and came out, became small. And then Sursa suddenly started laughing. He said, I am not actually a crocodile. I am I am being posted here by all the Devatas, Brahmaji, to test whether you will be accomplishing this task or no. And she blessed him. So sometimes tests comes in our obstacles and it should not be considered as threats. It should be considered as test. Okay, Lord is testing me. And how can I overcome? By using my Viveka Buddhi. Okay, I'm being tested. Some people say, no, one problem के बाद में दूसरे problem के बाद में तीसरा problem. Bhagwan is testing you. Whether you are eligible for some work, what Bhagwan wants to accomplish through you. No, I want moksha, I don't want next janma, but are you eligible? Sadhana chatushta hai, titiksha hai, shata sampatti hai. Bhagavan say, okay, I will test you. If you pass, I will give you. So all threats are not threats. All obstacles are not threats. They are tests sometimes. Simika, jealousy is overcome by power. So Simika was a snake and she was in the ocean and she had the power to pull the shadow of anyone who is flying above the ocean. And she will pull the shadow and kill that person and eat it. So Hanumanji realized that suddenly when he was flying that he was going down, 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 down in the ocean. He realized that this snake is pulling me. So he went there and gave one box and Simika died. So jealousy has to be overcome by power. Gurudev says that be ruthless with your weaknesses. What is the word? What I liked? Be ruthless. Recently, we had gone with Swami Advayananji for one Bhiksha. There also he exactly said the same thing. Be ruthless with your weaknesses in the mind. Don't give them any room. Any weakness you find, introspect and be ruthless. Don't be compassionate with those weaknesses. So that is a symbolism of jealousy. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara. No, people say, no, I am not jealous. Bhagwan is telling that we are jealous. Jealousy is not understood very clearly. Krodha is understood very clearly. The next obstacle was Lankini. When he was crossed the ocean, then he saw the Lanka huge and there were so many Rakshakas, the guards there, and there was one Lankini she was the boss of that entry door. So what Hanumanji did is that he took a form of a mosquito. He told, I will escape. But Lankini was so good. So you can see how Lanka's army was so very planned and meticulously there. And he was trying to enter the Lanka gate, which was so very well guarded. But Lankini caught him. She was so sharp, so alert. Otherwise, people who are security guards, they are half of the time sleeping. She caught, where are you going? Who are you? And then Hanumanji took a small form. He said, no, I am Hanumanji. I am in search of Sita. He told, you cannot go inside. And then Hanumanji gave her one box. He didn't kill her. And she vomited and she remembered that she was given a sharp in the heaven that you will have to go on Bhulok and you will be guarding in a place of Rakshasas. She told, you have relieved me from that. I let you go inside. So Lankini also blessed him. And many people do not know this. Recently, I heard there are a lot of interesting stories which are there in that manual yesterday was given by Swami Swatmananji. A very beautiful compilation of lot of articles on Hanumanji. Hanumanji there are got depressed because when he entered Lanka, it was night time, and then he went to the Mahal of Ravan to search Sita. And then Ravan was with all his queens, and he said, where I am coming? He started searching at night time. He couldn't find Sita ji. Where is Sita ji? It became 2:30 a.m. and he became so depressed. He sat down, he thought, now I will stay here only, I will not go back. Then second thought came, no, I will go to the ocean and give my life. Suicide? We all know India is the capital of suicide and most of them are youngsters. And then he said, no, I should put more efforts. I will fly around. And after flying, if I get tired, I will die there. So many thoughts are given in Valmiki Ramayana, what was happening in Hanumanji's mind. And then he was flying, it became 3:30 Brahma Muhurta, and then he started Ram, Ram, Ram. Where is Ram? So he saw down, suddenly there was small Tulsi Vrindavan, and then from house, all houses had darkness. One house there was a lamp, and then he went down and saw it was Bibhishan's house. And there he met Vibhishan, there he introduced Ram, and then Vibhishanji told him that where Sita would be in Ashok Vatika. See how God helps. So self-effort is the means to overcome depression, sadness. Otherwise, people give up. Little bit, some obstacle comes, people give up. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 obstacles Hanumanji had to overcome to find Sita. So whatever our goal is there, obstacles will come, but we have to have Prabhumutrika Melimukamai. And then with that faith I go, and these five obstacles I must remember. They can come in my life anytime. Depression can come, sadness can come. Then sometimes the obstacle will be an opportunity for us to grow. You know, when the bird is coming out of the egg, it has to use a lot of strength, and in that strength his wings become strong. Suppose we open the egg out of compassion, the bird will not be able to fly only. Jealous, then some obstacles are tests by God, and then some are temptations. So very beautiful words to remember. Otherwise, छोटा छोटा चीज है, लोग problem बोलते हैं, this problem, that problem, this old age problem, medicine problem, this is paining, that is paining. Keep a high goal in the mind and strive. Bhagavan will say, oh, forget everything, you just go there and do it. Take God's name and do it, it will happen. That is a message. Second message, obstacles will come. Hanumanji's life, it came, why not? It will not come in our life. What to do? Now we will go to this Prabhumudrika Melimukamai. And then remember that this is how is the success formula. I will take Lord's name and then go towards the goal. Keep going, keep going. Bhagavan says, now you have passed my test. Sadhana Tutushtaya, Shata Sampatti, Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha. How will it be developed? Grihastha ashram is the best one. We have to deal with people whom we don't like. We have to forgive. We have to have sense control. People say, no, Grihastha ashram is bad and then Sannyas ashram is. All ashrams are good for our qualifications to enhance. So, very, very powerful verse. Prabhu Mudrika Melimukamahi. Jaladhi Langi gaye acharaj nahi. So, as Hanumanji went across 800 miles, we must just move towards our goal. Ask every day morning how much movement I have done towards my goal, and then obstacles will be overcome. So I will say Purnamada, and then Anagha Kamatji will chant Hanuman Chalisa. We will all chant together. Yesterday, all of us chanted 5,000, 7,000 together 21 times. So all punya comes to everyone. So Anagaji, please unmute. After I complete Om Purnamada Purnamidam, you can start. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
श्री हनुमान चालीसा